All right, last up in the tasting note series, but certainly not least, I wanted to save this one for last, is our 2021 Ciel du Cheval Vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon. 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, and there's a lot going on in this wine, so I'm going to have to cheat off of my notes real quick. So we bottled 23 barrels of this wine. Like I said, 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, but from Ciel du Cheval Vineyard, really historic growing site on Red Mountain. We're getting 5 different blocks of Cabernet in this wine, 4 different individual clones. One of those blocks includes the 1975 planting at Ciel du Cheval Vineyard. This gets aged for about 1.5 years in barrel in 65% new French oak. And it is fermented in all of our smallest size fermentations. So 70% of this in our 500 liter roller barrels, 30% of this in our upright barrels. So like I mentioned earlier, those really small fermentation sizes help us get intense extraction in the wine without being overly tannic, which we try and balance with Red Mountain. With how intense the fruit is, you can make an incredibly tannic wine, which at a certain point changes from that nice, elegant, really enjoyable, dusty, refined tannin and can get into the chalky, not so enjoyable territory where all you taste is tannin and you don't really, you kind of lose the aspect of that terroir or the growing site. But kind of what I'm getting at is, from those individual fermentations, we only get about a barrel of finished wine, and this is a 23 barrel blend. So this wine, although it is just one single vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon, was 23 individual fermentations, which is crazy, and I don't know why we do this to ourselves. At least that's what I say in the middle of the harvest. But then you go back and you revisit these wines, and you see how amazing and complex they are. And I think just one of my favorite wines that we make every year. It's a little bit of Red Mountain history. It's Cabernet Sauvignon, which Red Mountain is most known for, what we're most known for, and I just think an amazing example of really high-end Cabernet Sauvignon and what we think is one of the best places in the world to grow it. The aroma is really dark purple fruit, like blackberry, blueberry. You get some nice cedar from a lot of that new oak, although it's not overpowering. Some baking spices and vanilla bean. Really fruity on the palate, For a Cabernet Sauvignon like this, I typically would decant this for a while. I'd typically say, lay this down for 3 years before even trying it. It's really going to be worth it. But this wine and kind of what we've seen with the 2021 vintage are showing pretty amazingly early on. I think one of my favorite things about this wine is just that really subtle, lingering finish. I think this is a wine you can definitely enjoy on itself, but it's an amazing, versatile food pairing wine that can go with all sorts of grilled meat, grilled veggies, steak, tacos, or just good company and sitting out on the front porch when the weather's nice type of wine. That is delicious. Cheers.